Well, good Sunday evening. My God, I have to say hi to Mary from Ireland. Thanks for tuning in. Mary, I think I can do an Irish accent, and so sometimes I do. And I know you would find it horrible, but I appreciate accents. And anyway, that's completely irrelevant. But my, and then we've got Dane is in the house from Australia, and Pierre from Canada. And wow, listen, folks, this is not it's not an emergency broadcast, but I've got a couple of updates. So I'm going to tell you what's going on tonight. I want to give an announcement, sort of a teaser pre-announcement to an event that we are working on. We're very excited about. There's a few details that have to be fully nailed down, but I can tell you we have an event that will be coming up, pardon me, in November. And we think we know the date. Well, we got to get some paperwork back from the state of Ohio to be able to give you the exact date. But I'm going to bring this up on the screen right now, or in just a moment. And then I got a little bit of, had a few messages about the song that I just played. So I'm going to take you inside the production studios of Ohio for Freedom. And I'm actually going to play the big screen Skinny Jeans song in its entirety for you. And so you can just do it the way you want. It's kind of a spoof. It's kind of a spoof about somebody that, we got to get right with God and didn't quite find what they were looking for at your basic seeker-friendly church. And anyway, so I'm going to take you inside of that. And then I've got a production piece that we're working on. Going to try to have it finished up by the end of the week. That will be a standalone production piece. And if it comes off the way I think it is, I'm going to ask everybody just to share the daylights out of this thing. But we'll get to that. So let me bring this up on the screen. But before I get rolling, and we have a YouTuber, Lucy from YouTube. Thank you so much, Lucy. Please hit that like button, that subscribe button. Every time I want to just kill a channel, it's like something inside says no, don't kill it. So anyway, if you could please do that, and Love and Two Limes is theirs, we appreciate it. So look, I'm going to bring this up. Going to bring it up. Here we go. Open skies, Ohio. You see the little skies there, the big skies rather. See the Ohio flag. See the state of Ohio, and it says the state belongs to God. So my dear brother and friend, Pastor Dan Chapman, Real Life Church in Ohio, we're teaming up together, and we're teaming up with the Remnant Worship Team. And I can't quite announce the date yet. That we'll know that. I think we'll know that this week. But sometime in November, we will be going to the State House, the Capitol building here in the state in Ohio, in Columbus. And look at that picture, if you would, Open Skies, Ohio. This is going to be a prayer and praise rally, but it's going to be an event like I've never been to before, because we're not going to have any political speakers. We're not going to have anybody running for office, and we're not going to have any long sermons or anything like that. We're going to have some groundbreaking praise and worship, and we are going to be there to specifically unseat from their strongholds some principalities and powers. We are going to declare and decree open skies over the state of Ohio, beginning right there in Columbus, beginning right over the Capitol seat. And so I'll say this, and then I'll move on with the program. We are going to enlist some individuals, some he's that have an ear or she's that have an ear that would like to be on the inside circle. We've got some information that we're going to share on a little bit more limited basis. And if you are interested and kind of getting in on just the nuts and bolts of the real strategy, spiritual strategy that we're talking about, if you will email ohioforfreedom@protonmail.com. Don't send a Facebook message. Don't do that. If you will email ohioforfreedom@protonmail.com, we will give you some more information. And this event, I don't know how many people will be there. I know we're going to be there when it happens. And it's not about trying to get the largest number of people possible there. That's not the point. Anybody is there is welcome. Every patriot is welcome. Every patriot of goodwill, every patriot that loves God is welcome. Every patriot that isn't sure where they are, everybody of goodwill is welcome. But we are looking for basically Gideon's 300, if you follow what I'm saying. We're looking for when they raised Jairus' daughter, the Peter, James, and John, the ones that were looking for that inside circle. So if you'd like to be part of that inside circle, email me at ohioforfreedom@protonmail.com. We're very, very, very excited about that. And so here we go. So here's what I'm going to do. I have this piece that I'm working on. Joe Biden is the Democrat Party. So what is the Democrat Party? But first, because I've gotten some, just some responses, this is going to be very hard for me to do because this mouth of mine loves to yak, 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 yak. But I'm going to go ahead and play you this song in its entirety. It's going to take 3 minutes. And if I was a betting man, you know, we would take odds and say, can he really let this video play and keep his mouth shut? I'm betting that I can.
I was driving life's road, rolling way too fast, chasing down a lifestyle that just couldn't last. I was reaching for the highest highs, but found my lowest lows. Always in the back of my mind, I found a story about Damascus Road. Even through the fog, I could see where this was headed. Had to find my way to the place I always dreaded, and I swore I'd never go back to so very long ago. Found the biggest church in town, so I went down to check out the show. It's what I found: big screens, skinny jeans. We've been preaching and fog machines, but that ain't gonna cut it to convict a sinner man like me. Oh, I need the road to Damascus, blinding on my knees. So I begin my search for a country church, thought maybe they might be more liable to preach right out the Bible, and the people were friendly. The preacher was nice, but when he got into the sermon, boy, I had to think twice. My body started to shake. Maybe I made a mistake. Somebody take me back to big screens and skinny jeans. We've been preaching and fog machines, but that ain't gonna cut it to convict a sinner man like me. Oh, I need the road to Damascus, blinding on my knees. Never found the nerve to leave that country church, so I stayed right in my seat and let the Spirit work. And when they gave that invitation, I ran up and I fell on my knees. Oh, I found my road to Damascus. I was blind, but now I see. And I don't need big screens and skinny jeans. We've been preaching and fog machines, that ain't gonna cut it to convict a sinner man like me. Oh, I need the road to Damascus. I was blind, but now I see. I don't need big screens, skinny jeans. We've been preaching and fog machines, that ain't gonna cut it to convict a sinner man like me. Oh, I found my road to Damascus. I was blind, and now I see.
You have just witnessed history, ladies and gentlemen, because that song is 3 minutes and 22 seconds. And I actually kept my mouth shut. And Kathleen said, go ahead and talk. No, I gave my word. So listen, I want to say it one more time. And wait. Let's see. Pierre says, do you have a saxophone in your store or someone that can fix one for when I finally get to you? Well, see, Pierre's finally going to get to the States one of these days, and we're going to hang out. And I didn't know you played saxophone. I actually do have a saxophone, and I need to get it repadded, and I need to get my embouchure back in shape, start playing it. It's a tenor. It's a con. It's kind of a nice high school con. I used to have a Selmer Mark 6. I don't know what I did with that. That was really silly to let that thing go. Okay, so folks, listen, I got one more thing I'm going to do, and I appreciate it. But listen, if you would like to be on the inside circle of this event that's coming up, and I will just say this, if you are out of the area, out of the state, out of the country, but you'd like to be on the inside circle, you could be, and we would appreciate it. And I'm going to move on, but I will say one more time, this is an event that I've never been to an event like this before. Never been to an event like this before. And once again, we're not going to have people doing a lot of speeches. Not going to have anybody that's running for office. This is about, and I don't want to hype anything, but there's a scripture that says the anointing breaks the yoke, and there's such an anointing with our dear friends, the remnant. But we're going to pull together, and we're going to stir up the spiritual waters, and we are going to unseat principalities and powers. That is going to happen. So anyway, if you'd like some more on that, we would email at ohioforfreedom@protonmail.com. So here's what I'm going to do. This little clip here lasts about 13 seconds. I'm going to play that, and then I'm going to go through a script that I'm preparing. So let's play the video and listen close.
The Democratic Party right now, the platform of the Democratic Party is what I, in fact, approved of.
Well, my goodness, we haven't had that happen for a while. So I tell you what we're going to do. We're going to...
The Democratic Party right now, the platform of the Democratic Party is what I, in fact, approved of. I am the Democratic Party. I'm the Democratic Party right now. I am the Democratic Party. I am the Democratic Party.
Okay, folks. So there you have it. Fojo is the pretender in chief, is the Democrat Party. The Democrat Party is, I'm going to call it the Democrat Joe Party Biden, the Democrat Joe Party Biden. And so I'm going to take you inside the production studios of Ohio for Freedom. And I'm going to put a piece together using basically this script. Joe Biden is the Democrat Party. The Democrat Party is Joe Biden. So what is the Democrat Party? What is Joe Biden? What is the Democrat Joe Party Biden? The Democrat Joe Party Biden is 1.7 million invaders that have crossed our borders since January of this year. The Democrat Joe Party Biden is not being concerned with their vaccination status or their background. The Democrat Joe Party Biden is about flying illegal alien children to various cities in the dead of night in secret and depositing them unbeknownst in innocent American towns. The Democrat Joe Party Biden is about losing track of some 45,000 unaccompanied minors in the process. The Democrat Joe Party Biden is about weaponizing the FBI, DOJ, and the DHS to coordinate harassment of parents that speak out at school board meetings. The Democrat Joe Party Biden is claiming to be Catholic pre-election, i.e. life begins at conception, and denying the faith post-conception, i.e. I don't believe that anymore now that I'm elected. The Democrat Joe Party Biden is fighting by every available means to make sure as many abortions happen as possible, even weaponizing the DOJ against sovereign states such as Texas that have enacted legislation to protect life. The Democrat Joe Party Biden is aid and comfort to the enemy to the tune of $85+ billion in the most state-of-the-art military goods for Islamic terrorists in Afghanistan and their good friends, the Chinese Communist Party, who will help them reverse engineer our very best technology. The Democrat Joe Party Biden is gasoline at $3.29 when it was less than $2 just a few months ago. The Democrat Joe Party Biden is a supply chain crisis causing raised prices and severe shortages while his head of transportation is taking paid time off with his homosexual partner to adopt a child. The Democratic Party Biden is claiming you'll never mandate a vaccine, then reversing yourself and trying to force it on millions who simply don't want to take it. The Democrat Joe Party Biden is killing domestic production of oil and natural gas, along with tens of thousands of jobs, which empowers our competitors across the globe, only to turn around and beg those same competitors to produce more oil. The Democrat Joe Party Biden is the largest child trafficking organization enabler on the planet. Look at our southern border. The Democrat Joe Party Biden is an approval rating that's in the low 30s with no support, no uptick in sight. The Democrat Joe Party Biden is treating peaceful protesters a la January 6th like war criminals, while treating business and cop car burners like legitimate peaceful demonstrators. The Democrat Joe Party Biden is championing critical race theory under various labels, teaching children to hate America and to see fellow citizens by skin color rather than by the content of their character. The Democrat Joe Party Biden is exposing young school children to transgenderism, other types of sexualization that young hearts and minds used to be deemed to be too innocent to be exposed to not too long ago. The Democrat Joe Party Biden is about censoring anyone that doesn't agree with their narrative, forming an unholy alliance with big tech. The Democrat Joe Party Biden is about celebrating the global medical mafia cabal and practically demanding the worship of Lord Tony Fauci, who lied to Congress about gain-of-function funding. The Democrat Joe Party Biden is about removing the ability of Americans to defend themselves by a continued onslaught on Second Amendment rights, rights that are God-given, not government-given. The Democrat Joe Party Biden is about blatant hypocrisy, imposing mask mandates on everybody else while ignoring those same mandates when they don't suit your lifestyle, i.e. you're out on a date night to celebrate your anniversary. Then the Democrat Joe Party Biden is about portraying out-and-out ridiculousness by portraying a feeble old man strolling the White House alone while wearing a mask. The Democrat Joe Party Biden is about fake White House sets that make it easier to whisk a demented old fool off camera when things go south. Democrat Joe Party Biden is very obviously Obama's third term with a figurehead that is clearly not in charge. The Democrat Joe Party Biden is pretending to know nothing about your son's business dealings, some of which were greatly aided by trips that were taken with you on Air Force Two, when your son's business is sharing bank accounts with you personally and paying your bills. The Democrat Joe Party Biden is saying your son who was kicked out of the Navy for drug abuse is obviously a pervert, is well documented as a crack addict, is the smartest guy you know. Well, maybe he is, because the Democrat Joe Party Biden's son overnight became a painter that sells his paintings for hundreds of thousands of dollars without disclosing who the buyer is. But the Democrat Joe Party Biden is okay with that. This is Joe Biden. This is the Democrat Party. This is the Democrat Party up on a stage, well lit, with the enablement of the mainstream media, with their hands on a steering wheel that doesn't exist, leading to nowhere that anyone in their right mind would want to go to. But then maybe that doesn't matter, because I don't think anybody has accused Democrat Joe Party Biden of being in his right mind. All right, there you go. I'm going to put some stuff behind that. I'm going to make it. It is about 5 minutes. And I'm going to look at a couple of comments, and then we'll close it out. It's very nice to join y'all. Those Hispanics are coming out saying they are tired of Dems think, oh, I will say something to this, Jan. I watched a program last night, late at night, with Robin Bullock and Pastor Miles. Pardon me, his last name is escaping me. And in the middle of that, they talked about such a revival that is coming from the Hispanic community. And Robin talked about Joseph's coat of many colors. And I mean, it'll just make you get up and turn Pentecostal if you're not Pentecostal yet. I'm going to play this clip. Kathleen says, I watched a speech today filmed 3 years ago by Obama himself, telling the listeners when he went back to Kenya, they celebrated that he was the first Kenyan native to ever sit in the seat of the U.S. president. Yeah, the Kenyan native. Who knows? Miles Kilby. Thank you, Pastor Dan. Pastor Dan's in the house. So, folks, look, I'm going to jump off here. Thank you very much for joining us. But if you would like to be, and pray about it. If you like to be on the inside circle, there are just some things that there's some things that you'll say very, I'll put it this way. If you'd like to be on the inside circle, if you'd like to be analogous to one of Gideon's 300, if you'd like to be one of the Peter, James, and John that accompanied Jesus when he raised Jairus from the dead, I think you get it. Everybody's welcome to the event. Every patriot of goodwill, we want them. They're welcome to the event. But we need some folks that can join us on the inside circle. So if that's you, please email us at ohioforfreedom@protonmail.com. And please, let me bring this up again and we'll close out that way. That is a good way to close out the program. Here we go. So, Open Skies, Ohio. So if this is speaking to your heart, let me get back over here because I've got a comment okay, so look at that right there. If that is speaking to your heart, I'm being very sincere here. Please pray. We would really, really, really appreciate your prayers. Right now, as we're speaking, there's a debate going on with amongst the candidates, one of whom is going to be the next senator, I believe, because it's going to be a Republican for the state of Ohio. And next Saturday, there's a rally at the State House for support for HB 248. That's very, very important. But folks, all of these things, elections and legislation, we can put all our efforts into there. But the direction that we feel is that if we don't address the principalities and the powers that are over all of these efforts of ours, electing people, legislation, and so forth, we're missing a big part of it. So we are going to pull down some strongholds. We're going to dethrone some principalities. If you'd like more information on that, please email us at ohioforfreedom@protonmail.com. Please sign up for emails at ohioforfreedom.com. And ladies and gentlemen, with that, have a wonderful evening. And until next time, God bless you. God bless your wonderful family. God bless the state of Ohio that is standing up for the United States of America, that is going to be there for this great planet of ours. Good night, everybody.
I hear the sweet